wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name Haribo, Haribo.
Remember I said that when Bhaktisiddhanta said that when the disappearance of Lord Chaitanya, these sampradayas, they separated themselves. The devotees of Lord Chaitanya, the ones who were real followers, they separated themselves from the influences of this austerity and renunciation group of people. They infiltrated the real devotees, and they tried to put their own principles up there, and it contaminated them. See, they thought they were qualified based on their austerities, but they weren't real devotees. See? So anyway, that's what we're dealing with, those influences now, same thing. And that's what we see as encounters. As Prabhupada was different, the real line is different than these influences in there. These cause this big pride thing, really proud. So that's why, so you can't get involved intimately with that. You just get polluted. You lose the real path. Watch how the Lord starts amping up the power to wipe out this contamination. I learned something yesterday, and it's really actually important. Be careful of those who glorify that which Prabhupada did. It's like, this guy that I was talking to.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, right after he did his little spiel about what he did, with his experience, he went right into glorifying the God brothers. See? Watch out for that. Yeah. That's the contamination. And Prabhupada said, avoid that, because they glorify what's not transcendental. And it's like they want to force it. See? So stay close to what we're doing, because Maya will start testing big time now. Because all this contamination is around the bhakti creeper. Okay? And they want to tax it. Especially that, and it's the glorification of like that. They want to glorify those who are glorifying austerity and renunciation and all that stuff that isn't the real path. Right? And so that's why Prabhupada made his mention about that. Be careful, you might get contaminated. So give a respectful distance to all of that, all those persons like that. It's all over. The contamination of that is all over. Everything. So stick close to this, see, because this is like an oasis running through this cesspool of this stuff, and that's how they just immediately come and forcibly want to glorify that, and that was against Prabhupada. He didn't like that. He said, "Hey man, just keep a distant, respectful distance from it. You don't have to, criticize people like that." Devotees like that. I mean, they're devotees, but they're not. This is a different thing. This is a very special thing. This isn't just any kind of level of devotional service. This is the real thing. So be careful, be protected. So there is a pastime with Lord Chaitanya where he was running. He heard a singer, and they were singing Gita Govinda or something. He ran towards that. It was a female, and so he was ready to embrace the singer, and then Govinda said, "It's a female." And so anyway, Govinda said, then he said, "Oh, keep me really close, because there's danger everywhere, anywhere and everywhere." See, and so the devotees, they realized that was an important instruction for them, so that they wouldn't get problems, this contamination. And that's why they separated themselves. They had their own little group, it's like we do. So we're not here to go into those groups, because you just lose this.
Yeah.
So you just lose it. You start believing that. That's the leaven of the Pharisees. It's full of pride, austerity and all that. And you just get polluted, and you go against the real bhakti creeper. You can actually, even the elect can get it. So you got to, especially that one, you got to watch. That's a snake obstacle. It's way up there in the false ego. It kind of looks impressive. Oh, nice flowery words, talking, eloquent and all that. But it's it's not pure. See? It's always glorifying what is not transcendental, what Prabhupada didn't glorify. You know? So, so I noticed even that, you know, like with the Prabhupada said this one particular godbrother was a black snake. He went right into the black snake to glorify it. You can look over the video. You look at that really carefully, you see how Maya is working. Wants to get right on the video. I'm going to delete these videos because I don't want that on there. You know, these glory. The God brothers are so. That's what he learned from going to a descendant of the God. When I was there in that group, immediately they go into glorifying the God brothers and polluting everybody. All Prabhupada disciples got polluted. That's why I couldn't say a word. Couldn't get a word in edgewise with these guys. You saw, you know, you didn't see it yet. You look, I'm trying to talk. Nothing, they can't go in. So if you want this bhakti jewel and want to keep it, stay close, man. Because, you know, it's just like Lord Chaitanya's working here. Whoever really wants bhakti, you got to get through all that. Because that's, you know, that's why they don't got it. You know, we do here. You know, that's why there's ecstasy here. That was why Prabhupada had ecstasy. He saw everything. I'm just saying what he saw and what he said. You know, and that's why it's here. If I would have, you know, think, you know, then you go against the order of Prabhupada. Yeah, exactly. You know, some of the years, and these things will help devotees. It's so helpful to have what Prabhupada said about the God brothers. Could look at what people say now. They're glorifying, and these were people who had. You know, association with Prabhupada, so they go against what his opinion was. And then they try and say, oh, well, Prabhupada changed his mind. Oh, yeah, he was offensive by doing that. They're all in the video. So even me, I was like, why is he jumping right into this glorification? You know, and then Krishna showed me, because he wants to pollute the whole thing. You know, you glorify what's mundane. Or even Varna, people glorifying Varnashram Dharma now. If you want to stay respectful distance, you know, because you don't want to enter into that level of consciousness. Okay? If you do, you lose this. You don't want to go into those proud, you know, Pharisee types or Brahmin types or sannyasi types, proud of their knowledge, because you won't get bhakti. Lord Chaitanya said, I'm not giving bhakti. I'm not giving pure love of God to those overly proud of their knowledge. They're full of it. They can't, there's no room for that. So unless they empty out, they don't get it. So why do you want to be close to that? Okay? Just respectful distance, you know, okay, you know. So many dangers for this bhakti creeper, because everything mundane wants to attack it. Bring it down. That's the way Maya is. That's why you need the uttam. That's why you see I had to go through all these things to get to this point, you know, so that we can bring something through, you know, bring devotees through. So if anybody has faith in what we're doing, man, keep the faith, man. Stay close here, and you'll get through. Otherwise, out there, every step, everywhere, there's danger for this kind of bhakti. Go ahead.
It's funny because just before coming here, I think I mentioned it before, there was one, I think he's direct Prabhupada disciple, and he's really pushing forward this Varnashram, and he's sending out his information about Varnashram and so big as well. And he told me, because I run a Prabhupada group, and he said, post it out, and I did.
Good.
And then he wrote me personally, and he said, what's this? Why are you posting it out? This is Prabhupada's last wish, final wish, most important one, blah, blah, blah. And I'm only getting this because of hearing from you. And I said, okay, bro, I respect that. Yeah, I know it's Prabhupada's word, but it's not something I really want to push forward. And I said, well, if you're not for it, you're against Prabhupada.
Interesting.
And I didn't post it. And then I think 1 week, 2 weeks later, again, he did it. And then I started to feel like, why? I started to think like, am I going against Prabhupada? But then I thought, but I don't feel bad. Usually if something like that happens, I feel bad. I wasn't feeling bad, but I didn't have any confirmation I did the right thing. And now, by you saying what you just said, it's to be correct.
You see how the subtle influences try to get in there to get you into the lesser level, where they are, and so they want you to go against this, or to glorify that, to serve that. See, so if you serve that you get bound to that. Okay, so see how Maya is working very tricky like that, and the person's like, hey, you're actually going against Prabhupada, but you got to see, and how when you get stronger, you get this bhakti, then you get proper understanding. You can see these spirits. You can say, oh well, there was a conversation. See, you have Prabhupada's books, and this is the weapon. And you say, well, that conversation was with we're progressive here, and we're working on the level where Varnashram Dharma was being promoted by Ramananda Roy in the conversation, and Lord Chaitanya rejected it. He said that's external bhakti, and you better tell me some other method. See, and so you preach like that, and using Prabhupada's books, you might bring that person to this level. See? So because we're just going to the next level and using those same books and teachings that Prabhupada has, it's just when those are ready to progress. Until that time, just go away and you get stronger, and then you'll just naturally see that. But you're hearing all these things, then you'll be able to. That situation come up, it'll come up again and again. People think, why are you going to get... the weapon. Bhagavatam is our weapon, Chaitanya Leela is our... Well, he said, this is we're progressive, we want to go deeper. Therefore, we're going on this level, and then you go to the teaching. Oh yeah, we're hearing from a devotee. Okay? And by that hearing, spontaneous level awaken. So this is a little deeper or a lot deeper than Varnashram Dharma teaching. And it's all in Prabhupada's books. So you like that? What can they say? And you could say, you can check it. And they're like, whoa, he did say that. They defeated. See? Because they have faith in Prabhupada. But you got to present that level. And when you do, then they can, make devotees on this level. See, we don't want to go into that. We want to pull them into this. But it takes, this is why I've been working on this for, how long? I had to go through all these things, all these bewilderments. But each time you get through something, it's more strong. If it doesn't kill you, you get stronger. Something that's poisoned people. My poor ex, she's, 20 years of it, man. Now can't even, think straight. It's all that poison. See, she got the real bhakti right from the beginning, but, close to it. And once you leave that, then you're in trouble. It's not like just anybody else. That's when the real offenses go, and then you have the real, the fructified poison. Where is God? I'm so weak. Okay, cut off. So that's Vaishnava Aparad, Bhakti. Broken. So we're trying to repair as best we can, if people will listen, So somehow they got to get it. Get back on the path. See, one of the jobs of the guru, the real guru, is like in chapter 1 of Chaitanya Caritamrita, is to teach what is unfavorable to this pure devotional service, and that's everything we're describing here. So it's not like I'm trying to criticize it. I'm trying to teach the essence what can pull you away from this. And people got to know it. That's what Prabhupada was doing. He said, be careful, the God brothers, you may
There's so many
have
these
the
little
divine points. Like I see some people being pulled away, like they say, they see somebody not chanting 16 rounds here. So like a lot of people, not even myself. And they say, oh, you see, you must do that. See, they have their opinion. Because they say, well, Prabhupada said that. No, that's all Vaidhi stuff. So the people who make it here is somehow or other you have to see, we get results here no matter what is going on here. You have to see, if it goes against your own understanding, but if you don't have the devotional ecstatic love, then you're no expert, then you're just misunderstanding the heart of what Prabhupada's teaching or the different levels and all of that. The only way to make it is you have to give up your own opinion of that, just by logic. You have to see, hey, they're getting the results. Why is Gaura Hari getting results? Like, why is he awakening Bhakti? Can I do that? So what use is my opinion? I already see people struggling with it. oh, you must chant 16 rounds. And I could just see they're going to be gone in a minute because they can't analyze properly. So I'm trying to help. If you want to stick around, you got to just look intelligently. We're getting results here. Gaur is awakening real bhakti people. Okay? Therefore, there must be something that I don't know because I can't do that. Okay? So we're doing something right. Okay? So that's where Lord Chaitanya, the only thing that people had to do is give up their own opinion. Okay? And then they could get this bhakti. Because as soon as, like even that guy couldn't give up his own opinion, I'm so right and all that. I couldn't get a word in edgewise. Okay? So for him, probably, he'll be in that intellectual thing and die in that. There's too much in there. So you don't want to be around those kind of persons. You know, they're just full of that. And that's the contamination. Full of that, this pride and everything. And Lord Chaitanya said those persons, they won't get it. And everybody else that doesn't have all that will. They may get it if they listen, and they accept this opinion and empty out. But,
Can we say that anybody who's not ready to move from where they are to another thing has some faith in their whatever process they're following because they're experiencing some taste? Otherwise, why would they have faith?
Yeah, there's some taste, but it's just like Vaidhi Bhakti. There's a taste in Vaidhi Bhakti, but there's a taste in spontaneous devotion that's more strong.
Sure.
So why would you go with the lesser when the higher is available and that's what you want, if that's your desire?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a taste in material fruit activity. Why would you go with that when there's this available? There's a taste in everything's about taste. So different levels of taste. So how refined is your taste? Okay. So this is love of God, this devotional mellows and all that, that's the highest taste. So that's available here, but that's why that's why Maya hides this from those who are too attached to the worldly stuff. And if you're here and you're getting this, you have to be careful of that out there because it could pull you out there if you're not real strong in this. So you got to stay close to this, get stronger, get more realization of what's going on here. And then you can just fade, and then it's like, it has no power over you. Less and less and less and less. You dry that up here. Kind of like you're getting, drunk. You dry them out. Okay? You get more taste for this, and it dries that out. Because everybody has something.